Okay, I'd like to call the Landfill Standing Committee in order for January 10th at 5:04. Roll call.
Annalise Smith. Present. Patrick Murray. Absent. Mark Slocum. Absent. Michael Colling. Here. Harvey Schweitzer. Here. Recording Secretary Scott Krager. Here. Alderman Eileen Madden.
Here.
Greg Burmeister.
Here.
Roland Kiefer.
Here.
Dan Olzenberger.
Here.
Chad Siegel.
Here.
Joel Spear Jr.
Here.
All right. And statement of public notice.
This meeting has been posted according to Wisconsin Open Meetings Law. One other just quick note. So as we always make improvements each year, this meeting is live. All the meetings going forward from this room are live now, just to let everyone know. So what's happening right now, people can see a live version of us right away. So be mindful, you have microphones, just to kind of let you know. And that started last week with our plan commission. All right?
All right. And we also have Pat Murray now.
Pat Murray's here.
Okay, be looking for approval to the minutes of the October 4th meeting. Any comments, questions, remarks?
I move to approve.
Thanks, Harvey. Can I have a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
And minutes have been approved. Open forum. Chad, you got anything to say? Compliance officer's report. You're up.
So I have managed to make one summary for the new year. So I'm 1 for 1. Overall, the site has continued to improve since the end of 2020 when we started to reduce the odors. Everyone has a copy. It comes down to the working phase space, the active area that they have up on top. Phase 7 is getting smaller, but Chad told me today they started doing placement in the new cell. They're going to go through what they call a fluff layer. It's a layer of select MSW. It's waste guaranteed not to punch through. And then once you guys finish the fluff layer, you'll go everything down to the new cell. And then all of a sudden they'll have a lot more space. Once they start going up the slope, what we call an overlay over phases 6 and 7, they'll have a great deal of capacity.
Anybody have any questions or comments for Joel? Okay.
You want to show anything in your pictures here?
I had problems with the camera. I got good enough pictures. There's really nothing to show.
Okay. All is good. That's a good sign. All right. Status report on projects. We got any clay?
Yeah, no, well, given this time of year, no, there's not much going on in terms of any clay extraction. Obviously, as Joe mentioned, the cell has been completed. We anticipate that maybe some of those activities will pick up when the weather turns again from spring in the summer at that point in time. But pretty quiet from that perspective on that particular item. So
Okay. And MMSD?
yeah, we continue to do delivery of gas to the district. We had some pretty good run times in November and December. We've had a few cold weather challenges over the last week or so, but other than that, our delivery really continues to be pretty strong to the district, and really no problems with operationally. Like I said, some cold weather challenges on our end, and they continue to accept the gas that we deliver.
Okay, good. Electronic recycling, is that they're still?
Yeah, they're still, I think, picking up every 2 weeks. We get a little spillover, but it's nothing we can't manage. I don't think it justifies necessarily, an increase in pickups at this point in time. So, I think that, I think the schedule we have in place right now is adequate.
Great.
So one other thing, electronic recycling, we just got the annual report from the state for Wisconsin. I gave you the report summary. You all got 4 pages on there just to kind of let you know, quick updates on where e-cycling is in Wisconsin for 2021. Another email that I got is they are doing updates on implementation of 2021 Wisconsin Act 79. They kind of gave us an email, some of the updates. But the other thing that's going to be beginning in July of 2022, they're going to transition from a July-June program to a calendar year. So they provided us like July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022, but then it'll be July 1st of 2022 to December 31st of 2023. And then starting in January 1st of 2024, it'll be a calendar year instead of from June to July. So it's kind of a big deal. So just kind of letting you know.
Okay, great.
Yep. Okay. That's my only updates for electronic recycling.
Okay, thank you. And how's it going at residential drop-off?
So the yard waste operation has been, I'll say, permanently moved over to the new pad on the Future Parkland, closed Future Parkland landfill. We're still kind of in a holding pattern on the rest of the residential drop-off area, I think, again, for spring type evaluation. Again, we want to kind of see a little bit maybe more as to traffic flow and patterns and the amount of people that come in to use the household hazardous waste location, which I'm sure Annalise is going to talk about a little bit. So, but all the yard waste operation has been moved over to that new location and seems to be working well. We've got signs up that seems to help make sure people get in the right direction and not wander too much around the landfill.
Nice.
So, and we're doing some grinding actually of a lot of material that's kind of been stockpiled over the last year or so. So we've started that back in, I think it was November, and the contractor's back on site and should be completing actually the grinding of that yard waste in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. And nobody's been cantankerous?
Well, if they are, it hasn't been necessarily brought to my attention.
Okay. Well, that's
so
good.
they must be handling it just
That's
fine.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Well testing and well water protection area.
Yeah, I talked with Frank with ESC. All of the private well sampling was completed in December. And from what I understand, it was really no issues with collecting the samples. We expect the results probably in the next couple of weeks from the lab. And I would assume, following review of that information, that the letters would go out to the homeowners probably in early February.
Okay.
Do you think that he can get us a list of the people that was?
Sure.
And
Yep.
something similar to this, but, something like this?
Sure. Yep. I'm sure he's got a list of
Yeah.
everybody
And maybe
that
we can
was
get
on
it
time.
emailed to us before the next meeting so we
Okay.
can review it or whatever.
Sure.
All right. Plan modification issues. Any?
The only thing we have in with the department right now is a fairly small plan modification for a lift station that was designed as part of the new tank installation that we're looking at for leachate management at the site. So that's currently under department review, and I would expect we'd get a fairly quick turnaround approval on that. But other than that, there's really nothing pending with the department at this point.
Okay. Property protection and sociological one.
Nothing to report on the property protection. The sociological payments, though, we have processed all of the check requests, so to speak, and it's my understanding that those checks are being cut early this week. And people should be seeing their checks, I would assume, either later this week or early next week.
Okay. And that, you still haven't bought that house on Old Loomis.
So, no. Well, we can have further discussions on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, household hazardous waste.
So I've shared the report with everyone. We have seen programmatically wide an increase in use this year. Not surprising, since the site's been open all of the months. So that is going well. And then we have the new site at GFL that was open October and November. Usage remained, from my understanding, less than we had seen historically at the site. But we will be pushing, in addition to what the city shared with its residents, we'll be doing a little bit more PR around that new site in the new year, just as we publicize all of our sites. So hopefully we'll see an uptick in usage at that time. We've also got approved signage that is in fabrication, which will also help with roadside signage.
And the decrease was maybe because people didn't know about the new site?
That's what we would anticipate, yeah.
Anybody else? Okay. Okay, unfinished business, discussion on permanently moving future meetings to City Hall. I like it here. How about anybody else? Does anybody feel like we should be back at the landfill?
Well, we wouldn't be able to do this, right? So
Right.
that kind of answers the question, doesn't it?
Okay, well, we have to take a vote because it was requested to put on.
Yeah, but last meeting, there were three of them that said they were in favor of moving it to the landfill.
Well, not everybody. There were a few. I think we were split last time. It was kind of divided right in the middle.
Well,
I know Mark wants it. I mean,
well,
Mark
I'm reading
wants to take
the minutes, and I would like to heard Mark's comments on it, you know, so.
Okay, do you want to defer till
Yeah.
next? Okay.
Yeah, when Mark's here, okay?
Everybody in favor of deferring to the next meeting? All in favor, say aye.
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 So that means the next meeting will be here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of need a second.
He did, yeah, we did. We had a second. Who? Harvey, I think, second.
Harvey was a
Yeah.
second?
Okay.
Mark wanted to just go back to that.
Okay. New business.
Oh, committee fund.
Do what?
We don't have any
No, there's not, we got no new.
down to here.
Yay. Review payments made from committee funds. Everybody, there we go.
You got this one, or do you want to?
Well, this one's good, because then we can see where everything went. But it all looks pretty generic. Yeah. Anybody have any questions or comments on the invoices? Yeah. No? All right. Then I guess we're down to confirming the next meeting date. I've got April 4th at 5.
Read the next line.
Oh, due to spring election, consider changing the date to April 11th. How does everybody feel about that?
I think that makes sense because things are really pretty busy with all the city facilities.
Yep.
So I would move that we move it
April 11th.
to the 11th, April 11th.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. All right. April 11th it will be, 5 o'clock at City Hall, and we'll have another discussion about whether we stay or whether we go. All right. Other than that, anybody else have any comments, questions, anything they want to talk about? Otherwise, I'd be looking for a motion to adjourn.
I would move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned at 5, my goodness, 19.